Please like and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment. I read all of the comments. And now, let's get on with the show. When last we left our intrepid adventurers, several miles from Mountain Vale, in the port city of Sylvia's Rest, it's morning, and in the household of Van Scala, there's a knock at the door. Answering it, Scala sees her friend Madrigar's housekeeper. She tells Scala that her master, Madrigar, released her from service last night after paying her for 5 years' worth of wages. She says that Madrigar wanted Scala to have this book and hands it to her. Her mission done, the housekeeper bows and leaves. Scala finds in the pages the deed to Madrigar's tower, handing it over to Scala herself. There is an additional envelope saying that it should be opened only by herself and her friend, the mage Australia. Scala writes a quick note and gives it to her maid for delivery to Australia's house, inviting her friend to supper that night. Meanwhile, in Mountain Vale, Mercy, Garu, Finn, Kevin, Kimmy, and Brock discuss the disappearance of Akai and Esnith. Scouts have been sent out looking for them, and the party joins in the search and spends the next 2 days searching for their friends. Garu finds the mage that they saved in one of their tracks into the blister. His name is John. Garu cannot read the script on the scroll that he stole from Dursea's room. Garu would like the mage to translate it. They go to the mage's house, and then John works to translate the scroll. An hour or two later, he says that the scroll is a contract between a human and a demon, and after reading it, he tells Garu that for his own good, he should never mention that he has the scroll, and never try to have anyone else read it. Garu tries bribing the man for more information, but John refuses and asks the elf to leave his house. The rest of the party goes to Kenna Alexander's encampment for some answers. When they get there, they find the still grief-stricken Kenna mourning the death of his son. He asks Jogvok Mercy to take a look at his son and see if he can be raised from the dead. Again, Mercy tells him that he doesn't have the power to do that, but he will take a look at the corpse. Kevin chimes in that he can raise the dead son if he's allowed to see him. The Kenna, not liking Menthuthian males, tells him that he can see the body, but if he fails to raise his boy, then Kevin's life will be sacrificed. Kevin and Mercy go in and see the body. The skin is a bluish-gray mottled color, and the hands are drawn up like claws. Jogvok Mercy inspects the corpse, and besides the fact that the joints are frozen in place and the body is in an extreme state of excitement, there's nothing strange about it. Kevin does attempt to call the creature known as the Shining One, a resurrection deity that can bring back the dead in certain narrow circumstances, but it fails. Instead, the body groans and moans. Kenna Alexander comes in and sees what's going on. He smacks Kevin upside the head and orders them both to leave. On the way back, they go and talk to the priest Sanskrill. The priest is of little help since he hasn't seen anything that they didn't see. They head back to the manor to get some rest. Jogvok Mercy is found by Oscar, Maug's brother, and given several large hugs for saving his sister's life. Oscar insists that Mercy drinks with him, and they spend the rest of the day getting drunk. That night, Brock is sleeping. He wakes up and he finds Dircea in his room. She tells him that she didn't really get that far and has come back to drop in on him and say hi. She mentions that she needs his help in a certain matter, but first she needs to bed him. At first, Brock declines, but when she threatens to kill him, Brock gives in. After bedding Dircea, she assumes the form of Kimmy, and she leads Brock out of the manor. Once outside, Dircea tells Brock that she's done him a favor. She leads him to a secluded spot and uncovers a body. When Brock looks at it, he sees that it's the caravan mistress, Juliana, the person he was supposed to fight in a few weeks. Dircea says that she could read his mind and sense his troubled thoughts, so she decided to help him out by killing her. She commands Brock to take the corpse, and both of them head out to the edge of town. As they're going through the forest, Garu steps out of the bushes and confronts them. He holds his elvish blade on them and says that he knows what's going on, and Brock needs to step aside from Dircea.